Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Erica, and today's video is going to be all about first impressions. A couple of weeks ago, a representative from Stylevana reached out to me via email and asked me if I would like to try some of their Korean beauty products in a video. And I said, sure, I would love to do that. Now, if you guys are not familiar with what Stylevana is, that is a one-stop online shop featuring the trendiest Asian fashions along with Korean beauty products. So let me show you what they sent to me. Now, everything's still in the packaging. I just wanted you guys to see how they arrived to me. And then of course, I will go into more detail, show you the product as I apply them to my face. So let's start off with this. This is the Kill Cover Found Wear Cushion Foundation, SPF 50 in the shade Linen. Now, I have never tried a foundation quite like this before, so I'm very interested to see how it performs and also to see if it's the right shade match. Then I also have this Luxe Gel Eyeliner in number 6 Pearl Black. I have a mascara to try. This is the Daleism, I believe. I'm not sure if I'm going to be saying these things right. This is the Smudge Stop Mascara by Heimish. I also have a little lippy here. This is the Dew Velvet by Amuse, and this is in the shade Lively Rose. I also have a cute little blush palette here. This is the Classic Collection palette, Afternoon Tea. And there's 3 little blushes in here, and they're really pretty. I did take these things out of the box and look at them myself, but I'm really excited to try this. Very pretty blush shades. And then last but not least, I do have a little eyeshadow palette here. And this is the Unleashia Glitterpedia, number 2 Olive Brown is the name of the palette. And this is vegan and cruelty-free. And I think it's super cute. There's 9 pans in here, and it's hard to see the outer packaging because of my lights. There we go. There are 4 mattes, I believe. We got a couple of glittery shades and then a couple of shimmer shades. Very pretty neutral palette. Now, I do have some more information to give to you, and I wrote it down so that I wouldn't forget anything. And all of this information and all of these products will be linked in my description box. So I do have a code with Stylevana that lasts for 3 months starting today. The code is INF10 Erica C, and like I said, that will be listed in my description box. Now, that code allows you 10% off your entire order up to a certain amount, and then once you go beyond that, it's 15% off your entire order. And I do get some in-store credit and then a 5% commission. So do not feel obligated to use my code at all. I just wanted to let you know that if you're interested in picking some of these products up or other products, then my code is available for you to save some money. Now, my code does not apply to weekend deals or instant discounts. I want to make sure I said that too. So if you guys are interested to see what I think of these products, how they perform, how my look's going to come together, then please sit back, relax, and let's get started. All right, let's get started on this look. I do have my brows done, and that's all I have on my face today so far, except for a little bit of moisturizing primer from Walgreens. Now, this is how the foundation comes in this cute little component here. And this is by Clio. I should have mentioned at the very beginning. And it's really cute because it just kind of pops open like this. And then there's this little pad here that you're supposed to use to put the foundation on. I'm going to start off trying this out, and if it doesn't work, I do have my sponge ready to go. And it also comes with a little refill here. So you just basically pull this open here, and then you pull this off, and here we have the foundation. So I'm going to start applying this, and we'll see how this works. I've never used a foundation like this before, so I have no idea what to expect. And I do think that the shade match is okay. I did swatch a little bit of it on the back of my hand, and I thought it looked okay. So we'll just see how it goes. It might be a little light for me. And I'm sure you guys can tell that my background looks a little bit different. I did kind of take a few days off to clean some stuff up, kind of rearrange some things. I'm really happy about it. Everything was just getting a little bit too crazy for me in here. It was just very unorganized and very cluttered. And I was starting to feel a little bit like, I don't know, claustrophobic in here. And this is working okay, but it's just kind of awkward with this little pad. So I think what I'm going to do is put this down and use my sponge. And I don't know if I should do that, but that's what I'm doing because it's just a little too hard for me. And yeah, this is a little light for me, a little bit light. But I do have some powder I can use to kind of make this a little bit more my shade match. It's got a nice consistency and nice coverage, I feel like. Just a little different. I'm not really used to using this kind of foundation, you know, this cushion foundation. A little different for me. It's always kind of a fun feeling for me when the new year comes and everything just seems new and fresh and exciting, and I don't know, it's probably going to feel real boring in a couple of weeks for me. But for right now, I have that like new, rejuvenated, energized feeling. And I would say this is pretty light coverage. I mean, I don't know that I'm applying it properly exactly. I mean, maybe I could make it more coverage. but because it's so light, I think I'm just gonna go pretty light-handed with this. I do like the finish of it though. The finish of it is really pretty. It's pretty skin-like. I don't know. They gave me a couple options of shades to choose from, and I just chose this because I felt like this was closest to my skin color. It's hard to tell, you know, when you're looking at stuff online and pictures of things. It's always hard for me to figure that out, and I'm notorious for choosing the wrong foundation shade anyway. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is go off camera, do my concealer and my powder, and I'll come right back. So I did put on my concealer. I used the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in Ivory, and I also used my Tarte powder. This is the Amazonian Clay powder in light neutral. This is a little bit too dark, so it kind of helped, I don't know, tone the lightness of the foundation down. And I really do like the coverage and the look of the foundation. It's very light coverage, which I like, especially being more mature. And I do like the finish of it. It's very skin-like. My nose looks a little funny, but I think that's just my nose these days. I don't know, my nose is just getting kind of weird. And I did prime my eyelid, this eyelid right here, in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01. So let's go into the eyeshadow palette. And this, I think, is gorgeous. I don't know that I'm going to be using any of the glitter shades today. I do have to go to work, and I don't know, man. Sometimes with glitter shades, if they start falling into your eyeballs, it's not very fun. So I think what I'll do is start off with this shade right here and put that in my transition area. And I do want to say that most of the time with Korean eyeshadow palettes, it's very light pigmentation. It's kind of more like a wash of color rather than like super bold pigment, which that's totally fine with me. I love eyeshadows that are like that, you know? I mean, I do like my very pigmented shadows too, but if you're wanting more of kind of a, I don't know, lighter pigmented palette and just, like I said, more of a wash of color, these types of palettes are gonna give that to you. And yeah, I think it's very nice. Very, very nice shade. And I will go into more detail about how I have things set up in here now. I'm going to start doing shop my stash videos, which I'm really excited about. I do really want to focus more on using makeup that I already own rather than buying a ton of new makeup this year. I did splurge a little bit. I got an Ulta gift card from my son for Christmas, so I do have an Ulta haul coming. And then I did get a couple things off of the Beauty Bay website, just kind of treated myself. I got a little bit of money from my aunt for Christmas, so that will be coming. But I just want to really get more use out of my products that I already own. That's my goal for 2023. Okay, I love how that looks. So now I'm going to go into this darker brown shade here and put this in my outer V and into my transition area a little bit. And I did wash my brushes, but some of them are pretty stained because I've been using some pretty pigmented shadows lately. And yeah, stained the crap out of my brushes. I'm also going to be doing a video where I show you guys my single eyeshadows, which I don't have a ton, just kind of odds and ends, things I got from like BoxyCharm or Ipsy when I was getting those things. And then I also am going to be doing my lipstick collection video, and then I'm going to finish up with my eyeshadow palette collection and declutter video. And that does make me a little nervous to do because it takes a while. But it's also really going to be fun to do that because I want to get rid of things I'm not using. And then also just kind of store things a little bit differently so it makes a little bit more sense. And my dear friend Andy does stuff, she got a hold of me and let me know that she did something very wonderful for me. She ordered me some storage trays from the Dollar Tree. So when those arrive, I'm going to go to the store and pick them up. I can't wait. And that's going to be so helpful to organize me. I did find a couple of little plastic trays at Marshall's and got some things stored a little bit better. And like I said, I'm going to show you that in a future video. But yeah, it's going to be awesome to just have this space just more zen and more organized. I really like how those two shades perform. They're very nice. Very, very nice pigment. I think they're really nice. I know some people kind of complain about they're not as pigmented as, you know, other eyeshadow palettes are, but I think it looks really pretty. So now I'm going to go into this shade right here. This is kind of like a, I don't know, deeper sand shade, and put that across the lid. And I'm going to spray this just a little bit with my Wet n Wild finishing spray here. And let's see how this looks. Ooh, that's really pretty. There is a little bit of glitter in this. Not a ton, not like chunky glitter. But very, very pretty, very sheeny, shiny. I like it. Yeah, that's really nice. I did swatch one of the glittery shades earlier, a couple days ago, and I was like, I don't know about that. I mean, they're beautiful. They have really pretty tones of glitter. They're like pink and yellow and kind of green and light blue and kind of like lavender. They're really pretty glitters, but I don't know. Always makes me nervous to try glitter sometimes if it doesn't look like it's super finely milled. And I mean, it kind of does, but I don't know. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to go with this shade today. And this does have a lot of sparkle to it. It's very pretty. I love it. So now I'm going to do my lower lash line. I'm going to start off with this. This is the Luxe Gel Eyeliner in number 6 Pearl Black. And I think the brand is Riri. I can't tell. R-I-R-E. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce that, but let me go ahead and put this in my lower waterline. And I always love to try new gel eyeliners because, you know, I want to see if they work in my waterline and on my lid. It's always fun. And yeah, that's applying very nicely. Okay, cool. My eyes have been a wreck lately. Super watery. I haven't been wearing makeup for the last few days just to kind of give my face a break and my eyes a break. And man, I don't know what's going on, but it's just driving me nuts. So hopefully that'll last. So now let's go into this shade here. I'm going to put that across my lower lash line. This is a pretty easy eye look, which is nice, you know, like if you're in a hurry and you don't want to, you know, take a bunch of time messing around with your eye look, but you want it to look pretty. I think this is a really nice option. And like I said, I will have all of these products linked in my description box. If you're interested in checking these out, you can just go to my description box, click on it, and it'll take you right to the site and to the product. I honestly don't know for sure how much these things cost, but I do remember looking at their site, just, you know, when they initially sent me the email asking me if I wanted to try these products out, I did go and check out their site, and everything is very reasonably priced, everything. I was like, okay, cool, that's awesome. I do want to make this look a little softer here, so I grabbed this brush here, and I'm going to go into this shade right here and put this just kind of towards the outer edge of that shade, just to kind of make that, ooh, a little bit of flyaway there. I probably put a little bit too much on my brush, and just make that look a little softer. And then I do want to go back with the eyeliner, and I'm going to put a little bit of this on my upper lid too. And then I think what I'll do is take a brush and just kind of smush that out a little bit, just to make it look a little bit more smoky, or I don't know if smoky is the right word, but just make it look a little bit more, I don't know, diffused, I guess. So I did go off camera and I did do my other eye, and I used this shade right here in both of my inner corners, and it's gorgeous, very sparkly, has kind of like a pink and gold reflect in there. Love that shade. And now I'm going to apply my blush, and this is the cute little blush palette that they sent to me. And I think I'm going to use this shade right here. This is called Chai Tea, this is called Rosy Tea, and this is called Hibiscus Tea. I just thought this shade spoke to me the most. It's just something that I would normally choose. And ooh, yeah, very nice. Very pretty. How fun. Yeah, I knew I was going to like this blush palette because when I saw the shades, I was like, oh yeah, those are all three really nice. But that one was just telling me, you got to use me, Erica. You got to use me. This does have a little bit of a scent to it. It's very nice. Very, very light scent, kind of floral. Really pretty. How fun. It's always fun when you get products that you really enjoy. You know, I wasn't sure what I was going to think of these products, and I'm really liking everything so far. The foundation isn't necessarily my favorite foundation I've ever tried in my life. I do think it's too light, and I do like how it looks on my skin. It's just, I don't know. I would prefer just to have like a just regular foundation that comes in a bottle. But to try out a new type of foundation, I think was really fun. I went a little ham on the blush, so I'm just going to take my sponge and just kind of tone that down just a little bit. I do that a lot, as you guys know. Also with my bronzer, I will go a little crazy with that. So now I'm going to put on my mascara, and this is the Dayalism Smudge Stop Mascara by Heimish, I'm pretty sure. And if I'm saying that in the wrong order or saying it wrong entirely, please let me know in the comment section if you know how I'm supposed to be saying it. So this has a cute little curved wand here, and the formula looks really nice. So let's see what we think here. Yeah, I mean, it's coating my lashes. It's not clumping my lashes, which, hallelujah. I hate it when mascara does that. Yeah, I think that's a nice mascara. It's pretty. It's definitely showing up on my lashes, which I like. The eyeliner is a little, I don't know, emollient, I think. Looks a little strange on my lid, but I have had the worst, runniest, wateriest eyes lately. I don't know if it's the cold weather or what, but man. It's been nice to kind of take a break from makeup for a few days because, I don't know, my eyes are just having a real big problem. So honestly, I don't really know if it's the eyeliner's fault or if it's just my runny, watery eyes. And now for the final step, let's apply the lippy. This is the Dew Velvet lipstick by Amuse, I'm pretty sure. And this is in the shade Lively Rose. And I love this component. I think it's super cute. And this is a really nice shade too, kind of a corally pink shade. This is kind of, I don't know, a little different than what I'm used to. I don't know about the lippy. There's not a lot of pigmentation here. It's almost kind of like it's soaking into my skin. I don't know. It does have kind of a light florally scent to it, which is, I think, is pretty. I don't know how I feel about the lippy. I do like the shade. I think the shade is really pretty, but the formula of it or the consistency, it's a little strange. It's kind of like almost soaking into my skin, but I don't know. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to dry my hair and come back and we'll talk about all these products and I'll give you kind of my final thoughts on everything. So I did go and dry my hair a little bit. I did throw it back in a bun because my hair is in desperate need of being colored. So it's just been living in a bun for the past couple of weeks. I think my hair appointment is coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend. Anyway, let's talk about the products that I used in today's video. Let's start off with the foundation. This is the Kill Cover Cushion Foundation by Clio in the shade Linen. And I really do like the finish of this, and I really like the coverage too. It's very lightweight coverage, which I prefer. A little older, have some fine lines and wrinkles, so lightweight base products are always my favorite. This is not a product that I probably would have chosen on my own if it hadn't been sent to me, just because I don't know, I'm kind of a creature of habit, and I do prefer foundations that come in a bottle. But it was really fun to try something new. It does come with this little cushion here to apply it to your face, and I could have just kept using this, but I don't know. I just, and like I said, kind of a creature of habit, so I just grabbed my sponge. But it's a really nice little cushion, and I think it did do a pretty good job of applying it to my face. My nose does look a little strange, but I don't think it has anything to do with this product per se. My skincare has been a little bit lacking lately. We've had some illness in our family. I really have not been wearing any makeup for quite a while, other than to film my last 2 videos. And I don't know, I just need to get a little bit better about my skincare, and I think this would look a little bit better. But really fun to give a product a try that I am not used to, that I've never tried before. That was really cool. Now let's talk about the lippy. Now I do like this better than when I first applied it. When I went downstairs to dry my hair, it just, I don't know, it kind of started to settle on my lips a little bit better. It's almost like a lip stain, I would say. I can't even feel it on my lips, which is a huge plus. And I do think that the shade is really pretty, and I love the component. It's just, upon initial application, I was like, I don't know that I like this, but I do like how it looks now, and I love how it feels. Now let's talk about the gel eyeliner. And I do like this. My eyes have been so runny and so watery and so misbehaving lately that I don't think it has anything to do with this particular product, but it does look a little bit patchy on my lower waterline. And then it's kind of more emollient, I would say, which doesn't always work very good on my eyelids, but it's not the product, it's just me. But I do really like it. I think it's nice. And then the mascara. I do like the mascara. I don't know that I love the mascara. This is not my most favorite mascara I've ever used. I mean, I've only used it once. I do want to use it more often, use it a few times before I, make a total decision about how I feel about it. But it's nice. It did coat my lashes. It didn't clump my lashes. I just don't know that the formula is exactly my cup of tea. But what is my cup of tea is the blush palette. This is so cute. This is the Afternoon Tea little blush palette here. It's got kind of a light floral scent. I really do like that. And I love the shade that I use. This one right here. It's called Chai Tea. Beautiful, very pigmented. I was really surprised at how pigmented it was. I kind of went a little overboard with my blush, but I tend to do that usually in my videos. And I do like these 2 shades too. These are 3 shades that if I saw this, out shopping or online or whatever, I would totally pick up this blush palette. I think it's beautiful. And I'm so happy that they sent this one to me. It's lovely. And then last but not least, the eyeshadow palette. I really like this palette. I really do. It's a more neutral palette, pretty easy to put a look together with this. I mean, it didn't take me long to put my eye look together. Pretty simple eye look, I would say too, but I like that. I don't think you always have to go over the top and use 15 different shades and 43 different types of textures, really nice. And I was kind of surprised at how pigmented the mattes were, because I know I've seen other creators use Korean palettes in their videos, and it was more like lighter pigment, kind of more of a wash of color. And I was really impressed with how pigmented these shadows were. Really nice. And I love the shimmers that I chose. This one's across the lid, and this one is in my inner corner. And I know I kind of wimped out and didn't use any of the glittery shades, but I am getting ready to go to work. And if I got glitter in my eye and had to go sit at my desk and work on my computer after getting glitter in my eye, this would be a really rough day way for me. But I am going to try the glitter shades. And, you know, if you guys are interested to see me use any of these products again in a video, let me know. And I really want to say a huge thank you to the Stylevana rep that reached out to me and sent me these products. This was so fun, and I'm honored that you reached out and had me do this video. This was really just a neat thing to try new products. You know, I think sometimes I tend to stick to the same things that I'm used to, and like I said, I'm a creature of habit. So to get out of my comfort zone and use just different types of products, especially that foundation, that was really fun. And I really want to say very clearly, do not feel any pressure to use my code with Stylevana. It's just there for you to use if you want to save some money, but please do not feel any type of obligation at all. If you want to use it, wonderful. If you don't want to use it, that's wonderful too. And I really want to thank you guys for taking time out of your life to sit down and watch my video. And if you are new here and you like what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash that like button, and of course, comment below in the comment section. I love to chat with you guys. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I really look forward to seeing you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, and happy. Thanks again, you guys. Bye.
Drop it.